Hello, my name is Lorraine of District32. I am delighted to be interviewing Peter Stulcbauer of Martarna. How are you, Peter?
I'm good today again, Lorraine.
Good. I'm really excited because this is the third in our series of talking about compromised passwords. And I've already learned so much in 5 minutes of speaking with you. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So thank you very much for sharing your time with us to educate us on what we need to know. But this interview in particular is, our passwords are for sale. What are you talking about, Peter?
Well, that's right. When a system is compromised, or the criminals get hold of the database, get hold of the usernames, the passwords, they then want to make money out of it. So they then sell it on different forums. So that makes it available to others. Some they call initial access brokers. So they look to get into a system, get hold of these databases, and that's all they want to do. They then sell it to someone else who can do something more with it.
Wow. So I had no idea that they were up for sale, but you were telling me earlier, Peter, a bit of a case study. What happened?
Oh, that's right. The Australian Cyber Security Centre has released their latest report. And in that report, they had one particular case study whereby a Sydney person was caught buying these records, buying these passwords, and then using that information to get into streaming service to see if those were available on the streaming service. So using the username and password from maybe the food company that you were buying food from recently. So they then use that to get into, say, Netflix or Stan. Once they found that they could get access to that, then they look to actually on-sell that to, once again, on the dark forums.
Wow. So it's actually a trade. People are buying and selling our passwords to get in our accounts. Wow.
That's right. This particular person has made, over the time before they got caught, over $1 million.
Oh my God. Wow.
All
so it's
because
big money.
You use the same username and password. That's right. It's very big money.
Wow. So that's just really insightful for me, around, and it reiterates what you've been telling us in the previous interviews. We must change our passwords regularly. We're better to use a password manager so that we're generating long passwords. We need to use a different one on each account. A password manager will tell us if any of them have been compromised, so we can get onto it right away. And, this is big business. We have to set up and take it seriously.
We certainly do. We've got to try and stay one step ahead.
Yeah, well, so what are you finding out there, Peter, in the world? Are you finding a lot of your clients that you're working with now, are they coming to you to prevent this sort of stuff coming, or are they coming to you after they've had a breach? Well, what's happening out there?
Thankfully, most of my clients are coming to me before they've been breached, but they've now realized that they need to do something more with their passwords. They've got too many to manage. And what I find is when they actually first take on the service and load up all their passwords, around about 45% of those passwords are compromised. So wow. 45% of their passwords are already known to the cyber criminals.
That is phenomenal. Peter, I'm smiling here. There's nothing to be smiling about. I'm my use keeper with you, and I'm already looking at, right, okay, I've still got some tweaking to do and there to make sure that we're safe, because the consequences are just far too great.
They certainly are, yes.
Look, Peter, thank you very much for sharing your insights, your tips, your wisdom around this topic. And I'm really looking forward to doing more interviews with you around what else we can do in the organisation to keep our teams aware, to develop good practices, to prevent ourselves from getting involved in ransomware and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to all the stuff that we're going to be talking about over the next while. But Peter, thank you very much for sharing your time.
You're welcome, Lorraine. Anytime. Bye.
Thank you very much. And I'm talking to Peter from Martarna, and he helps us with a password manager called Keeper. You can contact Peter and the details below this video. Thank you very much. Thanks, Peter.
Okay, bye.
Bye.